I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Hearing his voice, making my choice, it ain't no stalling. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Putting them first, doing the work, never gon' call in. I'm going all in, I'm going all 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 in. Cause I heard the voice, got an option, I preferred the choice. Told me it was mine, a gain to lose. I chose life and gave the world a divorce. Now it's time to grow, his grace and mercy, what I'm rhyming for. Set to store up all my riches in heaven and made the promise that it's mine to flow. Ayy, got my heart in the sky, my eyes on the book and my head on the swivel. Ayy, I'm watching and praying and keep his commands, I'm scared to sizzle. Yeah, I'm giving him praise all of my days and all of my ways. And follow the perfect example, putting them first in a gamble. I'm seeking them early, chasing eternal Shabbat. Giving them all that I got, praying he writing my name, not making a block. Putting the work, serve him until I return to the dirt. Cry loud, spare not, and boldly proclaim the reign of heaven on earth. I'm keeping them first. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Hearing his voice, making my choice, it ain't no stalling. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Putting them first, doing the work, never gon' call in. I'm going all in, I'm going all 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 in. I'm walking this narrow path, seeking them heavenly gates. Cause outside of his will, it's utter destruction. It ain't no escape. Chosen before the world, I walk in my calling, literally living my fate. Messiah's the king of all, the son of Yahuwah, and that is not up for debate. Bread on my plate, yeah, the by Elohim, the same as king of esteem, reigning supreme, making it all of my dreams, just to be part of his team. Yeah, yeah. Lift up his name, do what he say, escaping the flame, get an eternal crown. When he come, you found no spot, no blemish or blame. Think it's a game, open the book and see the reward of the wicked. Perfect your aim when you miss it, put in work to get you a ticket. Hey, hey, I'ma do what it takes, I'm willing to die for mine. To lose is the gang, go read Luke chapter 9. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Hearing his voice, making my choice, it ain't no stalling. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. Putting them first, doing the work, never gon' call in. I'm going all in, I'm going all 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 in.
All praise, all honor, and all glory is due to the ineffable one, the creator and possessor of all things, the God of our ancient forefathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our King, soon to come to set the record straight for Israel, because of Israel, and even between Israel. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. Those that are 10 toes down in this scrap we find ourselves engaged in. We got to go all in to be all in, to get all that has been promised. Shabbat Shalom, family. It's your brother, humble servant, Terai Ebenezer Israel. I got my brew with me. D-Row, the truth teller, is in the building. Say something to the people, bro.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Let's eat.
All praise, all praise. I ain't gonna waste too much time because we got a lot of scripts we got to go through tonight. We in the fourth part of this 5-part series. The title of tonight's lesson is Seducing and Manipulative Spirits, Part 3. Moral Seduction the gradual persuasion to compromise. So we've done physical seduction, we've done emotional seduction. Drew was down here for that part of the lesson. All praise to the Most High. Now we finna get into the moral seduction, because this one right here is the one that leads to the last part, which is spiritual seduction or spiritual fornication. So with no further ado, we're going to get into it, because we got some scripts we're going to share. We got some slides, of course, you know what we're going to share. So we're going to get right into it, my brother.
You know it.
All praise. Let me get this pulled up. All right, I'm gonna get this in the room. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna. All right, should be coming up. I'm looking on my other screen and then make sure we're good. Okay, we up. So we're gonna start. The first thing we're gonna start looking at tonight, brothers and sisters. We're gonna look at what a moral compass is versus what is moral compromise, or versus moral compromise. So a moral compass is an internal guide of values, beliefs, principles that help individuals discern right from wrong, directing ethical behavior and decision making. Much like a physical compass guides direction, it's shaped by life experiences, religion, culture, family, and philosophy, providing a sense of purpose and consistency. Key there right there, consistency between one's values and one's actions, helping to avoid regrettable choices. Your moral compass is supposed to lead and guide you to making right choices, right decisions, versus what you feel or your emotions. Because if you don't have a good moral compass, or if your morals have been compromised, this is what this is. Moral compromise. Compromising morals means acting against your core ethical principles, beliefs, or values, often for personal gain, convenience, or to fit in, leading to guilt, shame, and damaged integrity. Navigating dilemmas with deliberate agendas contrary to the truth, where different values conflict, like telling a small lie to spare feelings, is an allegiance to is an allegiance to a thing contrary to Yah's will. We so often try to save people's feelings when it's directly contrary to what, and we're gonna read this one verse here in a minute, is contrary to the will of the Most High. It's a slippery slope where small concessions can erode your character, skew the truth, and give the wrong impressions or send the wrong signal or message. So when you begin to compromise that which you know is right, just because of certain allegiances or the wanting to fit in or the wanting to be liked, man, your integrity is being damaged. It's being eroded. I'm finna show you something. Let's go. This I ain't got it on your paper, bro. We're gonna go there first. Matthew 16. It's on the screen. I ain't put it on your paper that I sent you. Matthew 16. And we're gonna read 21 through 23. Matthew 16, and we're gonna read 21 through 23. Because then you got to ask, what's guiding me in my decision making? What's making me or leading me in the decisions that I make on a day-to-day basis with my interactions with the world, with the work, with the family, with the men? What's guiding me and what's leading me down the path that I'm taking? So we're gonna answer some of these questions. Go ahead and read that Matthew 16, verses 21 through 23. But what do it say?
All right, so we have Matthew chapter 16, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
From that time forth began Jesus to show unto his disciples how that he must go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and be raised again the third day.
Mm-hmm.
Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan, thou art an offense unto me. For thou savorest not the things that be to God, but those that be of men.
See, and you got to understand, setting the scene on this, he had just told Peter that he was going to build his church on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
He had just told Peter that he was going to leave him the keys to the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So now Peter has a sway about him that he thinks he can pull the Messiah over to the side and tell him what ain't going to happen and what is going to happen. Now, did he have any ambivalence? Was he being contrary in his thought or his thought process? No, it was the affinity or the thought of losing the Messiah that he said it. But even in our best intentions, if it's contrary to the will and the word of God, then it's wrong. I don't care what. The old saying say go what? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't mean nothing wrong. He loved the Lord and he didn't want to see the Lord die. But he had just, when the Lord tell you this is what's going to happen, and then you notice the one he just gave the keys to, he addressed the spirit that was in him as Satan, but he was talking to Peter.
Yep.
So oftentimes when the rebuke comes, people taking it personal, and people don't know that, hey, you got to address them because the spirit is working in them. They can't see it. So they on the front line, so they don't get the brunt of the blow. So most of the time, these seducing spirits come up on us. They always gonna come at us with our allegiance or affinity to something or someone, to begin to slowly chip away at that foundation that you're supposed to be standing on. And you ain't gonna see it, and you ain't gonna know it because it's very deliberate, but it's real subtle. And I told y'all, if y'all don't get nothing out of this series, understand these seducing spirits are deliberate, very planned of action while they're doing what they're doing and how they're bringing it to you. So keep that in mind as we go through the rest of this series. Let's go to the next place, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let me read this on the screen. I'm switching slides. Let me wait till this flip around on the screen. I know we got a little delay. It says moral seduction, the gradual persuasion to compromise, integrity, principles of law, or conscience or spirit. And the word in Hebrew is patah. And you notice that the word begins with the letter pay, which is mouth or spoken word. You see that, bro?
Yeah.
Then it says the second letter is tav, which means sign or signal. The third letter is hey, meaning revelation. So this spirit that's going to try to come up on you is going to be speaking to your heart and your mind and your conscience. Is going to try to show you a new revelation.
Mm-hmm.
Seduction in Hebrew is opening, meaning someone's heart or mind so they can be led. Who better to do this to you than somebody close to you? A stranger, too many times, most of us, especially in the walk, are such on guard that we know outside people or outside influences really ain't gonna do us unless we just being really, we ain't rooted and grounded in the word. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it be these little things that our close family members or relatives and ministry brothers and sisters, they'll say, man, they'll start slowly eroding because see, one of the things he always gonna do is try to compliment you. One thing he gonna always do, he gonna always try to make you put you up on a pedestal so he can knock you down. It says to open someone up, to make them gullible, persuade them toward error. Moral seduction leads to moral decay, which is perceived or obvious decline in a person's or society's ethical standards. marked by increasing corruption, violence, and other forms of depravity, which leads to covenant breaking. Now, the one thing about moral seduction, it's going to cause you to break the covenant that you in. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm saying that, because you said all that the Most High said that you was going to do and be obedient, no matter what or who it was or is. But so often, so all the time, we compromise that very thing that we said we wasn't going to do. Gradual desensitization. I was talking about, Brew, when you get desensitized, it's like rubbing sandpaper and having a callus. You know the callus is there, and you can feel your senses under the callus, but it's real numb. Mm-hmm. It's gradual desensitization. Small compromises feel harmless until the conscience is numb. The scripture says your conscience is going to be seared with a hot iron. Authority displacement. Someone else's voice becomes louder than God's voice.
It's heavy.
See, when people got your ear to the point where it causes you to transgress the law or go against that which you know is right, then their voices become louder than God's voice. Mm-hmm. You being desensitized to the ruach, your discernment is going down, and your sensitivity or your adherence to other people's voices, other people's train of thought, it starts to become your train of thought. Emotional grooming, building trust before introducing corruption. They gonna come to you real slick and sly, just like Satan did. We're gonna read it. Satan did Eve, and next thing you know, the whole creation died forever. They reframe sin. Sin is repackaged as love, success, loyalty, pleasure, or empowerment. They're gonna make you feel like they got your best interest at heart. And the whole time, they making you do something contrary to the law. They gonna tell you how much they love you. They ain't gonna let nobody mess with you. They got your back. They gonna tell you this and they gonna tell you that. Then next thing you know, you gonna feel like you obligated to them. They reframe sin. Well, ain't you sick? We all sick. Well, man, we all try to do this thing, and man, ain't nobody perfect. See, they're gonna reframe it.
Yep.
They're gonna reframe it to make you think it's okay to do what you're doing. But we're gonna read some stuff in here. It ain't all like what you think it is. Because you still breathing, you think you got away with something. Or you done reframe it in your mind like it's good. But we're gonna read some stuff in here. Identity shifting. Man, you better than them, Rue. They judging you. And this is one to get a whole lot of people. This lab will get a whole lot. You deserve this.
I promise.
That one right there, everybody want to always talk about what they deserve.
Yep.
You deserve the lake of fire.
Yep. I was talking to a brother today. He was like, man, we don't deserve plagues. We don't deserve.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So you get to pick your punishment then.
Right.
You just acknowledge that we on a punishment, but the punishment is too harsh.
And here's the other thing, bro. You really think it matter what you think.
Yeah.
It don't matter what we think. It only matter what God say.
I promise.
Your opinion, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. It ain't about nothing.
Nope.
It's the only thing that matters what's written on the pages of these books. And if you don't understand and get to learning and looking in this mirror and seeing your faults and seeing your down, man, look, bro, you bound to resign.
That's it right there, boy.
Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got an excuse. And it don't amount to nothing. But let's get into it. Let's go to Songs of Solomon.
No.
Songs of Solomon, bro. And we're going to chapter 2. Very familiar passage of scripture. We read it all the time in this class anyway. Songs of Solomon, chapter 2. And we're going to read verse 15. What do it say, bro?
It says, take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines. Mm-hmm. For our vines have tender grapes.
And see, just like the seed that grew amongst the thorns, or the seed that grew on stony ground, the grapes is starting to bloom, you starting to bear fruit, and then here come these seducing spirits. These small things that start to erode and start to take your grapes off the vine, start to spoil your grapes on the vine. It's just, it ain't the big, like I say, people think it's always gonna be some big shadow gonna come up in them, or they're gonna hear a big raspy voice so they can know it's an evil. No, he gonna come soft and tender and smooth. And then you're gonna be listening. They're gonna be complimenting you, they're gonna be pumping you up and lifting you up, and they giving you all the things that you need on a physical and emotional, like we just went through the physical and emotional thing, and then they're gonna start feeding you garbage. And it's gonna come from the closest people around you. Like we said last week, when the mafia want to get somebody, they don't send send no outside hitters.
Nah. They
get the people that's closest to you to do you.
Somebody you trust.
Somebody you trust, somebody you love, somebody you done been down the road with. They're gonna sit up, they're gonna start whispering in their ear, and they're gonna make them start whispering in your ear. And that's how he gonna get you. And it ain't gonna be no real big thing. It's just gonna be a couple of small things here said, a couple of small things there whispered, a couple of small things over here, and then next you know you got out. Next thing you know, you starting to erode your moral thinking. You're gonna end up in situations you're gonna go from here to being in situations that you know is contrary. But guess what? Now you in it. Now pride and kicked in. Now you don't want to tell nobody. Now you don't want, now pride and kicked in, and now you say, well, I can't let nobody know I'm in this situation, man. I look crazy.
Shame and guilt.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is how moral seduction is. It's slowly a persuasion to compromise.
Yeah.
Genesis, let's go to the next place. Genesis 3. I don't want to talk with this devil. Genesis 3. Another very familiar passage of scripture, but we're going to read it anyway. See what Most High going to show us tonight. Genesis 3. But you know what I want to do, Brew?
What's up?
I want to start at the instead of starting at that 17.
Yeah.
If you would, my brother. Let me start at the 14.
Okay.
Go ahead and read.
All right, so we have Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above all beasts of the field. On thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Continue to read.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. He shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. And in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and dust shalt thou return.
So everybody here is getting a curse put upon them. And everybody here is in a tight-knit circle. You can't get no tighter than 3 beings on the earth.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody else here that's doing a whole lot of talking what I'm talking about. Eve was on one side of the garden, Adam was on another side of the garden. Satan saw his opportunity, he slid up on him. Right? Here come that seducing spirit. He tantalized her physically first by what she saw and by what she heard. Then he tantalized her emotionally by telling her that she was missing out on something. Then he started the moral corruption of seduction by telling her that you can be just like God. And now the curses are on the table. The whole pivot point to this whole equation was the one who did not have her spiritual discernment up. Because the affinity of the man causes him to give in to her. If you notice when y'all came in the garden, we all know the story. He asked the one in charge. The one in charge pointed to the woman, and the woman pointed to the serpent. But as the curses came down, he got the serpent, and in the middle again was the woman. Then he dealt with lastly he dealt with the one in charge. So that tells me that when somebody goes off the rails, they intentionally know they're going off the rails because the Ruach is going to tell them that they went off the rails, but they still yet going to try to blame it on somebody else. Yep. See, there's a pivot to every situation has a pivot point. Yep. There is a time when every situation, every distraction, every problem has a pivot point. And you have a choice to pivot in righteousness or in unrighteousness. And if you choose to pivot in unrighteousness, then get ready for you be in the middle of the pivot point for the punishment. Mm-hmm. Wow. See, it don't work no other way. The precedent was set right here. Yeah. There is no other way for it to work. So you could come up with and justify and clarify all the little stuff you want. All the little cliche sayings and nice sayings, and stuff to make you feel better about what you said or what you did or what you come up with all that. It don't matter. Once you pivot the wrong way, the precedent has been set. And it ain't gonna change for you, me, or nobody else. Let's go to the next clip. Numbers 31. I hope I made that clear. Crystal over here. All praise. Because see, a lot of times the brothers be up here talking, and it's like a bullet that shot past somebody down, they don't get it. Yeah. Dang, that's Crystal. Numbers 31, bro. Numbers 31, we're going to pick it up at 13. We're going to read 13 through 17, bro. And if you got it, go ahead and feed the people. All right, so we have Numbers 31. Mm-hmm. And we're doing verse 13. Mm-hmm. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. Mm-hmm. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, have you saved all the women alive? Mm-hmm. Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. There was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Now therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known. Kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. So here again, we're going back to the physical seduction, which led to the emotional attachment or emotional seduction that led to moral seduction. And the punishment was very, very harsh. See, we got to understand. Here we go back to this pivot point I was talking about. You gonna mess around and get your kids killed. You gonna mess around as a leader and get your woman killed. Mm-hmm. You gonna mess around as a leader and get yourself killed. See, when you start to adding things to the word, I'm trying to say, that's why I had to read about that Balaam. Because Balaam is the practice or just the addition of bringing your beliefs, my beliefs, and everybody else's belief into one thing and just calling to God.
Yeah. Coexisting.
All that, ain't nobody perfect. We all striving. So I gotta put up with your BS and you gotta put up with mine. And you can't judge me because you just as sorry as I am, but we all gonna call and say we all Israelites.
Yeah.
You're gonna mess around and it's gonna be head chopping season. Now we can't do the corporal punishment no more. But he can show put some stuff on you now. He can show bring, and then see the scary part for me. The whooping come, okay, I know he's still with me. But the scary part for a lot of people, for me, is that he ain't whooping them no more.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. Y'all think y'all still good. That's the scary part. Because you go from space to repent, like I always say, to filling up your cup. Where this is, I can't tell you. I can only tell you after I start to see certain things. But from giving you space to repent, boom, to filling your cup up. That's scary to me. Mm-hmm. And even to the point where I'm putting my family in jeopardy by giving into these alliances and allegiances and affinities that we so often do. Because they started messing with these women, they started playing with their gods. And I don't care if you have a baby by a Moabite woman, a Gentile heathen woman, or a Hamite or Israelite. Most men still gonna have an affinity for them children.
Pretty much.
But the order was to kill them. How you think that went over with them brothers? The order was to kill the women too. How do you think that? Did you think that went over well with everybody in the camp? Did that stop it from happening though? So there was some more inner turmoil there.
Yeah.
But this moral seduction, this physical seduction, this emotional seduction is what got him here. There's a pivot point to everything you do, righteous and unrighteous. And you see what happened to the E people. And Moses didn't care about folks having rocks in their jaw, wanting to fight, wanting to kill. He didn't care about none of that. He said, kill them. All the male children, y'all kill them. And all the women that had known the man, kill them too. This is the second time Moses gave order for a whole lot of people to be killed. This is one of the second time. Because Moses gave many orders to kill. Second Peter 2, brother.
Yes, sir.
Second Peter 2. And we're gonna pick it up at verse 1. Second Peter 2 and verse 1. When you get it, don't wait on me, go ahead and feed the people. I'll get there.
All right. So we have 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But there were false prophets also among the people,
mm-hmm.
even as there shall be false teachers among you,
mm-hmm.
who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Yes, sir.
And many shall follow their pernicious ways.
And many gonna follow their pernicious ways, not a few. And see, there, make no mistake about it, it's false prophets everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I say, even in this ministry. And they're gonna bring in some damnable heresies. And jokers gonna get in their feelings when they brought out. But Paul is letting you know. I mean, not Paul, Peter is letting you know. Hey, they're going to be amongst you now. But keep reading. Go ahead.
Middle of verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
By reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evilly spoken of.
See, right there. The way of truth going to be evil spoken of. They ain't going to want to hear the truth. And whenever the truth is presented, I don't care if you present it nice or how they say abrasive, they still gonna resist.
Yeah.
I don't care how you bring it to Israel. Israel, all the prophets railed on Israel. All the prophets killed in the name of the Most High against Israel. All the prophets cried day and night, was sitting be time. God gave them everything they wanted. Adam and Eve had everything they wanted, couldn't die, whatever they wanted, it instantaneously came to them. They lived forever. They talked to the animals. They saw the angels ascending and descending. They talked to God every day, and it still wasn't enough for them.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want? It ain't gonna, I don't care how you give it to them, they ain't gonna accept it. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Go ahead, bro.
We have verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
So I tell people all the time, not only the thing that you say and the things that you do and the things that you think are written down, but the reason why you said, did, and thought what you did is written down.
Yep.
So you can fool some of these people some of the time, but you can't fool the Most High none of the time. And to those who walking in the spirit and got their spiritual eyes on and are being vigilant, even in the night watch, you can't fool them.
Nope.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
So I want to read something, bro, because I was doing some studying today and I came across in the spirit, kind of perked me up on this. I want to get this strong definition of preaching. I'm going to play this real quick.
All right.
Okay. And it said a herald or messenger vested with public authority who conveyed the official message of kings, magistrates, princes, military commanders, who gave a public summons or demand and performed various duties. In the New Testament, God's ambassadors and herald proclaimers of the divine word, i.e. herald, i.e. divine truth, especially of the gospel. That is the definition of a preacher. It ain't no joker coming to you telling you everything gonna be all right and I'm sick and you sick and we all this that. No, that's not what that means. It ain't pulling you off to the side and telling you this, that, and the third and whispering in your ear. That ain't what that means. That is not the definition of it.
A herald of divine truth,
And then it's a public announcement. Who gave public summons? They didn't have no microphones back then. Them dudes was hollering.
Yeah.
And they performed various other duties. So I wanted to add that in there, bro, because there's a misconception out there about when you see moral seduction, physical seduction, emotional seduction, how it's supposed to be handled.
And a lot of times they come from these very ones who say they preachers.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's a problem when we don't know what our job title entails.
Mm-hmm.
That's how seduction creeps in. Because we calling ourselves something, but ain't walking in that which we call ourselves. That's why I tell people out there, I know, and let me say, I'm gonna say this as humbly as I'm saying this as humbly as I know. That's the reason why I know a lot of people don't even know the definition of words they use.
Nope.
I know it because I see how you act and react, move, and what you say. Then you use word. Then you like that ain't what that means. So once again, he said, "Hey man, they gonna come to you with unfeigned words, with feigned words. I mean, let's go look at another example. Let's go to 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles, and we're going to chapter 25, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to read 1 through 16. Watch this. If you got it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so we have 2 Chronicles chapter 25, verse 1. Amaziah was 25 years old when he began to reign.
Mm-hmm.
He reigned 29 years in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother's name was Jehoadan of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, but not with a perfect heart.
See right there. Now this dude's on the, see that's why I tell people, man, I don't want to hear about how long you've been in the truth. This man was on the throne for a minute, almost 30 years. Did we just not read it?
Yes, we did.
But he said his heart wasn't perfect. You got jokers, I've been in the truth 40 years. I've been doing this many years. Well, Saul was on the throne for 42 years. God left him after the second year of his reign. Here we read another king, almost 30 years on the throne, but he didn't have no perfect heart toward God. Let's go look at the seduction to own and though. Let's go ahead and read, bro.
All right, so we have verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now it came to pass, when the kingdom was established to him, that he slew his servants that had killed the king his father. But he slew not their children.
He did what?
But he slew not their children.
You are told to eradicate all offenses to the throne. As a man or woman of Hamashiach, Israelite, you are called to eradicate, confront, and put down all offenses to the throne. But because of his affinity, I don't kill no kids. Look what happened. Go ahead, bro.
But did as it is written in the law, in the book of Moses, where the Lord commanded, saying, the fathers shall not die for the children, neither shall the children die for the fathers. But every man shall die for his own sin.
Go ahead.
Moreover, Amaziah gathered Judah together and made them captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, according to the house of their fathers, throughout all Judah and Benjamin. And he numbered them from 20 years old and above, and found them 300,000 choice men, able to go forth to war, that could handle spear and shield. He hired also 100,000 mighty men of valor out of Israel for 100 talents of silver. But there came a man of God to him, saying, O king, let not the army of Israel go with thee, for the Lord is not with Israel, to wit with all the children of Ephraim.
You see that? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8. But if thou wilt go, do it. Be strong for the battle. God shall make thee fall before the enemy. For God hath power to help, and to cast down.
See, you made an affinity with these people because they Israelites. But he said, man, you don't need them to go over with you. But you done made these folks head of something, head of this, head of that. Bro, no. Go ahead, bro.
And Amaziah said to the man of God, but what shall we do for the 100 talents which I have given to the army of Israel? And the man of God answered, the Lord is able to give thee much more than this. Then Amaziah separated them, to wit the army that was come to him out of Ephraim, to go home again. Wherefore their anger was greatly kindled against Judah, and they returned home in great anger. And Amaziah strengthened himself, and led forth his people, and went to the valley of Salt, and smote of the children of Seir 10,000.
See, that once again, that was a pivot point. Either you're going to do what the Most High tell you to do, or you're not. Now, let's keep reading, because we're going to find out something.
Verse 12. And other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive, and brought them unto the top of the rock, and cast them down from the top of the rock, and they were all broken in pieces.
Yes, sir.
But the soldiers of the army which Amaziah sent back, that they should not go with him to battle, fell upon the cities of Judah from Samaria even to Beth Horon, and smote 3,000 of them, and took much spoil.
See, well, go ahead. Where you at, bro?
14.
Go ahead.
Now it came to pass, after that Amaziah was come from the slaughter of the Edomites, that he brought the gods of the children of Seir, and set them up to be his gods, and bowed down himself before them, and burned incense unto them.
See, now you kill the people. You got two things going on here. You got the Ephraimites going against their own people because they mad, they in their feelings. They going, while he at war, and because his heart, now let's go back to his heart wasn't perfect before God. Now you got, because you promised them they were gonna go for battle, they did, and then you told them, no, I can't use you, but here's some money. They were looking for the spoil. Y'all gonna give me 100 talents and split between all these folks? Man, I can't feed all these people. So then they turn, as you go to war, they turn back and fall upon your cities. Because you ain't walking in the spirit. Then here you go, you're gonna go kill the Edomites, and then you're gonna start worshiping their God. That's a seducing spirit on you. The very thing you went to eradicate, you started doing. The very thing the very people that you were depending on, that you thought was your brother, is the one behind your back, killing your people and robbing your town. Because your heart ain't perfect before the Most High. You got a seducing spirit on you, brother. You got a seducing spirit on you, sister. And you think you're doing that which is right because you've been doing it so long. God must be with me. I can't be out of the will of God. I've been doing this too long, and I still got my position. In the meantime, everybody around you catching hell.
Boy, that's boy.
Everybody around you catching hell. Everybody you leaving unguarded is getting looted and booted on. And the very thing you were sent to do, the very thing you were sent to speak against, talk against, eradicate, you start doing. And then you're gonna take it and justify, well, see, I'm just, I can do this because I'm who I am. Keep reading, bro.
All right, we at verse 15. Wherefore the anger of the Lord was kindled against Amaziah, and he sent unto him a prophet, which said unto him, why hast thou sought after the gods of the people, which could not deliver their own people out of thine hand? And it came to pass, as he talked with him, that the king said unto him, art thou made of the king's counsel? Forbear. Why shouldest thou be smitten? Then the prophet forbore and said, I know that God hath determined to destroy thee. Thou hast done this, and hast not hearkened unto my counsel.
And see, when the man of God or God sends somebody to say something to you, now you're getting your feelings.
Yep.
Don't you know that's still a seducing spirit? And you, man, I'm the king. And who you talking to? See, this right here. Morals, when you know it's wrong, and you know it's God that sent somebody to you, and yet you still do what you know is contrary to the word of the Most High.
It kind of remind me of the Pharisees, bro. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna be talking about the Pharisees tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because the temple was still there, because the sacrifices were still going on, the veil was still there. They felt they were still good.
They thought they were still good, bro.
Even when the Messiah was told them, "Hey, man, this is gonna be desolate." I think that's why the apostles came out and was like, "Man, look at the temple. Look, how can it be? We about to be desolate. Look at the temple. Look, God's still with us." And that's why I had to tell them, "Yo, this about to be overthrown, bro. I don't care what you talking about."
That's what I'm saying. Negroes still think how they holding position down. Negroes still think how they got a little few shekels in the bank. Negroes still think how they doing what they've been doing, and ain't nothing happening. They good. When it could be that he done with you.
Yep.
Space to repent, filling your cup up. Moral seduction. Today, by the days there, it's called being fluid. Being fluid. People, man, you got to be fluid in your train of thought, brother. You can't be just stuck in pigeonhole in this and pigeonhole in that. You got to be fluid.
You got to be open-minded.
Fluid, having particles that easily move and change their relative position without separation of the mass, and that easily yield to pressure. You look like who you supposed to be. People see you, but you easily move by pressure. A little pressure here, a little pressure there. We don't see it. We can't see it behind closed doors. We can't see it in your mind, but you swaying back and forth. You easily. We don't read the scripture on that. Capable of flowing, meaning subject to change or movement. You always subject to change or movement. A fluid person is someone whose identity, particularly gender, romantic, sexual, or spiritual, is not fixed and can change or persuaded over time. Or be persuaded. Got a little fast in my typing. Be persuaded over time. Sin progresses through small moral compromises that evolve into identity level corruption and confusion. Moral seduction is dangerous because it reshapes your perception, not just behavior. When you become fluid in your morals, you are an open book for the enemy. And the word water is ma'in. Transitory. It's See, we're gonna read something. I ain't gonna talk. Let's go and read Genesis 49.
All right.
Genesis 49. Let me get there. When you morally compromise, man, when you being fluid, the most I got a word for that. Genesis 49, bro. Read that 3-4. What do it say?
Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch.
He said, you are unstable as water, and you will not excel, or you will not benefit or get to the preeminence of the firstborn. That's a warning for us. Because it said Jesus or Christ or Mashiach is the firstborn among many brothers. And if you're unstable, you will not be in the firstborn. Because you unstable. See, when you pour water in a cup, the water forms to the cup. If you pour water on the floor, it splashes all over the floor. Nothing contains, is never steady. If you pour water in the tube, water in the straw, water is going to form to whatever pressure or whatever surroundings is in.
Mm-hmm.
When you unstable as water, you will not excel, brothers and sisters. When you can be compromised because you're so fluid in your thinking, or you're so easily influenced. Like water is easily manipulated and influenced. I can heat water up, I can cool water down, I can freeze water, I can put it in a bowl, put it in the cup, put it in the straw. Water just gonna form to whatever it's in. You unstable as water. We did a lesson on that called unstable as water.
Yep.
And when you become fluid in your thinking, compromising your thinking, then this stuff's gonna happen to you. You ain't never satisfied. You ain't never stable. You ain't never at peace. You ain't never you just can't get your thoughts together. You always upset. You unstable as water. You up one day, down the next day, just a constant roller coaster. You just doing like just whatever. Ain't no stability in your life, no nothing. Because you unstable as water. You fluid, you too fluid in. The book said that the ones that stood so stiffly for the Lord, it said it tells you to be steadfast. Mm-hmm. It said those that keep holiness wholly, not partially. You can't keep holiness partially. You got to keep it wholly. Mm-hmm. You got to be staunch, steadfast in the faith. Unmovable is what the scriptures say. Don't it say that, brother?
Yes, sir.
So you can't be fluid and unstable. You can't eat off of everybody's table either.
That's it.
Everybody running around trying to find all the book tell you, man, the last day knowledge gonna increase and folks gonna be running to and fro.
Come on, man.
You unstable.
Come on.
Folks that got bored with the word, folks that got bored with the ministry, folks that got bored doing the work, and they unstable. They looking for the BB, like I always say, they looking for the BBD, the bigger, better deal. Mm-hmm. Everybody looking for the BBD. Everybody looking for the new level of knowledge. Everybody looking for this and everybody looking for that. Knowledge going to increase and men going to be running to and fro. They're going to be unstable now. And they're going to be tossed to and fro. The book even say you're going to be tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine. Like the water's tossed to and fro. By every wind of doctrine. The new thing blowing through, you latch on to. There's all this stuff in the script. Mm-hmm. You finished that, didn't we, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we finished that. Yeah, let's go to Matthew 13. Matthew 13. These seducing spirits, they looking for a weak spot, a chink in the armor. Mm-hmm. And the chink in the armor are the people closest to you. Let's go Matthew 13, Hebrew, and we're going to pick it up and we're going to read that 5 and then 6. What do it say, bro?
Matthew 13, verse 5. Mm-hmm. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, wherewith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. Mm-hmm. And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away. You see that? See, you got the one. See, when it get hot. Mm-hmm. See, when the block get hot, as we say out there in the street, when the block is hot, but it's just like right now in Memphis, the block hot. Boy, you see, man, you couldn't drive down the street 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Jokers everywhere. But now the block hot. You can drive down the streets in Memphis 2 or 3 in the morning. Ain't got to worry about it. See, when the situation get tense and the situation get hot, niggas start running. Yeah, folks get gone. See, we gonna read something here in a little bit. I'm gonna get my hand away. Look, we read it last week. See, I can't get no impurities out of gold by sticking the gold in the fire and 2 seconds later taking it out.
I can't get no impurity and dross off of silver and gold by sticking it in the fire for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, then pulling it out. The gold got to stay in the fire, melt down till all the impurities fell off of it. Then he said, you're going to come out as pure gold. See, this when the sun came up, when it got hot now, hey, they withered away. And then the ones that fell on the stony place, the one that didn't have no root, one rooted and grounded, they didn't have no roots in no ground. They didn't have no strong roots in the ground. And hey, man, look here. They didn't make it. You see it all the time.
Oh.
You see it all the time in the Israelite community.
Oh.
Soon as the block get hot, Psalm 1, bro. Psalm 1. Watch this right here. Psalm 1, read that 1 and 2.
All right, so it's Psalms 1.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly,
Mm-hmm.
nor standeth in the way of sinners,
Mm-hmm.
nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
See right there. Who you hanging around? And see, I know some of these people that y'all love, and they y'all love them. Y'all grew up, y'all cousins, y'all been tight, y'all did dirt together, y'all did good together, y'all played together, y'all done drank out the same whiskey bottle, y'all done smoked off the same left-hander, y'all done did this, y'all done came in the truth together, y'all out there on the street corner together. But man, some of these jokers, he said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Man, y'all hanging around some of the wrong people, bro. And just because they got Israelite on their name, y'all think it's all good. Why is he writing about these type of people in the Bible when Israel was a whole nation? Israel was a whole nation when it was written, just in case y'all don't know that. When pen was the paper, Israel was all 12 tribes were together when it was pen to paper. Feast days together, new moons together, staying side by side, door to door, you understand? Civil days together, all that. Going to church, the synagogues was in every city. The priest was in every city. The law was being taught in every city of the nation. Man, they were bartering and selling and living right next door. I was giving my daughter, he was giving his son. All that was going on. Well, he had David put pen to paper. And yet we still sitting over here in these United States of America and scattered to the four winds. If all that was going on, shouldn't we still be together? If all that fellowshipping was going on? I wonder why we sitting over here now. Had our own temple, our own laws, our own army. Wasn't nobody bothering us. Anybody that did bother God, put them down. We partied like nobody else partied. We had all the feast days, all 14 or 16 of them. We had all 12 new moons. And we had all the feast. We had the civil days, man. Boy, you couldn't get no closer than we was. But he said there's a bunch of scorners and sinners that sat among us. And they seduced us. But read that verse 2.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And his law doeth he meditate day and night.
And see, if your delight is in the law of the Lord, I don't care who come to you with some fugazi mess or some folly, you finna check it. It don't matter who it is. What relationship you got with them. What time of the day or time of the night is. You supposed to go hard in the paint. Because my delight is in the law of the Most High. And in his law, you're supposed to meditate day and night, even in the night watches. Even when you sleep and the devil come to you in your sleep, you're supposed to be meditating on the word. You ain't supposed to be unstable. You ain't supposed to be sometimey. You supposed to be consistent and persistent. 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15, bro.
All right.
And read that 33.
All right, so we had 1 Corinthians 15:33.
What did it say?
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
That's why he said, don't sit in the seat of the scornful. Because evil communication corrupt good manners. It said, don't be deceived and misled. Evil companionship, communication or association with evil companion, corrupt and deprave morals and character. So when you hanging around these folks, then you start to become fluid in your mind, fluid in your thinking, compromising how you move. Because you starting to be corrupted. You starting to decay and deteriorate and erode because you're compromising that which you know to be the word of the Most High. Because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, you let stuff slide. Isaiah 5. Isaiah 5. Isaiah 5. And we're going to pick it up at 18. We're going to read 18 through 24, bro. When you get ready to feed the people.
All right, so in Isaiah 5 and 18, says, woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were a cart rope, or with a cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it.
Now they want to know the counsel of God, but they draw the iniquity with a cord. Do you see the dichotomy right there? That these people are so far gone. They doing iniquity, but they want to hear the counsel of God. You think this just started happening in Israel? No, it's been happening, and it's still happening. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's worse because we ain't nowhere close to where we was knowing the word of God back then as we are now.
Yeah, I would say it's worse because just for what you just said, we don't even know who we are.
We don't even know who we are.
And then you got brothers walking around with their chest poked out, just woke up 2 days ago.
Right.
I swear we know it like we've been in it all our life.
Come on, bro.
It's way worse, I would say.
And so they draw a nigga with a cart rope, man, but then they gonna say they make hasten to listen to the count. They gonna show up on the Shabbat day and Shabbat nights. We gonna see what these niggas talking about, man. They ain't gonna do it. You can read it to them. I don't care how many times you read it to them, how plain you make it. I don't care how many pictures you post up, PowerPoints you give them, history, statistics. They still ain't gonna do it. They still ain't gonna do it. They're gonna run and come see. And they're gonna justify it and clarify it in their mind to still do what they've been doing. And justify what they've been doing and still say, I'm Israel. Continue to read.
All right, so we have verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes.
You see that? They wise in their own eyes, man. They justified and clarified everything they doing and saying and thinking, and they saying, well, I'm still, God's still with me. They wise in their own conceit. Go ahead, bro.
And prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men strengthened to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him.
See, they'll tell the person that's doing wrong that they all right, And they'll tell the person they're doing right because they wrong just because the package ain't like they want.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, the kisses of the enemy are deceit, man. But the wounds of a friend is faith. Just because it ain't packaged like you like it. You understand? It's wrong. But see, I ain't even gonna get into it. Go ahead, bro.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust. Because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel.
You see that right there? Do you see that? What? That's rough right there to me. That's rough right there to me. That me, I gotta check myself. That's rough right there to me. And if you missed that, you might want to highlight that and go back and read that again when you by yourself and start taking inventory of self and inventory of what you got going on and who you got going on. Hebrews the 10, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hebrews the 10. Okay. Hebrews the 10. We're going to pick it up at verse 35, Hebrews the 10 and verse 35. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so in Hebrews 10 and 35.
Mm-hmm.
Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
And I know stuff get hard, bro. And I know stuff get difficult. And we so often end up in some uncomfortable situations that we don't like to be in. But like I said before, you got to get comfortable at being uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable knowing that you're doing the will of God versus appeasing the people. If you got the patience to endure, you understand, you're going to receive the promise. See, everybody got to understand something. If you cannot run this race at a pace or exercise it to a tone of anybody can get it at any time, then you can be seduced. If you ain't running this race like that with that mindset, you can easily be seduced because the devil is watching and listening. And the one that you show favoritism to or respect a person to because of who they are and what position they hold, this, that, and the third, that's the one he's going to use to seduce you. That's the one he's going to use to compromise you. That's the one he's going to use to try to take you away from him, that you don't get the inheritance. When you start to become fluid in your thinking and compromising in your thinking, when you become unstable as water, you good game. You good game. The hunt is on, and you the prey. It's game on that. You think that you don't? Do you think that he don't like a challenge? If that's the case, he never would have challenged Job. He sure would have challenged Yeshua.
Yeah.
You don't think he want a challenge? It's a notch on his belt to take down somebody who was walking in the sermon and in the laws of the Most High.
Hey, like if Eleazar would have ate that piece of pork.
Right. Come on, bro. Like the mother and her 7 sons.
Yeah.
He want a challenge. He don't want the easy plate. And if you ain't walking this thing in circumspectly and in discernment and with patience, you gonna get got and won't even know it. That's the part of seduction that everybody miss.
You won't even know it.
You won't even know you got.
We at 37.
What'd you say, bro?
Verse 37.
Go ahead and read.
For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now just shall live. I'm sorry. Now the just shall live by faith.
Mm-hmm.
If any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
No pleasure in him.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition,
Mm.
but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
See, you got to be one that don't draw back. You got to be one that don't take your hand off the plow. You got to be one that don't matter who it is can get this business. Anytime, day or night. You can't get tired. You can't have respect to persons. You can't feel sorry for them. Feeling sorry for them is giving them the law so they can straighten up. Because the book says in Leviticus 19, you should not hate your brother in your heart. You should in any wise rebuke him. That you should not let sin rest upon him.
Mm.
Huh? So when they come to me, hey, and I'm hoping, and I told my brother, man, you see me, get me.
Dude.
When you see me, get me. I didn't ask his brother for counsel here just last week. Did I not, bro?
Yeah.
When you see me, get me. But now, come with the scriptures now.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't come with no feelings.
Yeah, nah.
Don't come with emotions and respect. I need script.
Straight up. Because you come with that book, hey, it's off top. Okay, bet. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Don't come with that flim flam, because I ain't going for the fugazi now. I just ain't going for it. Let's go to the next place, bro.
Yes, sir.
Moral seduction, the transition.
That look like what they about to worship here by the next week.
Yes, sir. It's this called the transition. Looking the part, but bearing no fruit. You look the part, but you ain't bearing no fruit.
Hey, man, that's the Pharisees, man. I'm telling you, man.
Come on now.
The spirit working, bro.
Come on, man. All praise.
Spirit working, man.
All praise.
I'm telling you that's what when I'm coming to see, man, all them parables, like I was telling you last week, yeah, they was for us.
Right.
You know, but they was directed at the Pharisees telling us not to be like them Pharisees.
Come on,
because
bro.
the Pharisees was looking the part, dressed the part, say they believe, but wasn't no fruits.
Man, with no fruit.
We don't know.
Man, the book called that two-faced or double dealing. You false. You double-minded. You talking out of both sides of your mouth. Means saying or doing contradictory things to different people or in different situations. You say you about it, but then a certain person come along, you bow and cower down. Usually to be deceptive or to please everyone. Or hide your true thoughts or feelings, making it you hypocritical or two-faced. It's like giving one opinion to a boss and the opposite opinion to your friend.
Come on.
Beginning to like someone just to fit in.
I hate people like that, bro.
Hey, bro, the most high hate them.
I hate people like that.
The most high hate people like that. The most high hate them. We gonna read it. Revelation 1. Revelation 1.
That's where you want to go now?
No, Proverbs. I'm saying
Proverbs 1, right?
I'm looking at Revelation and hollering about Proverbs. Proverbs 1. I'm sorry, boo. Thank you for that.
You good? You good?
Yeah. Proverbs 1. The most high hate him. He even tell you in the Psalm, do I not hate them that hate thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemy. Those are strong words right there.
Yeah, it is.
A perfect hatred? Do I not hate those that hate thee? That's that Psalm 69. Anybody want to go read it? I think that's what it is. Proverbs 1. Read that verse 10, then skip down. But what do it say?
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Verse 15. My son, walk thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot. I'm sorry, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path.
Yes, sir.
With their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
So he telling you again, man, stay away from these people. You cannot eat from the table of the Lord and the table of devils.
Mm-hmm.
Because sooner or later, you're going to start acting, talking, and thinking like them. I said this before, I'm going to say it again. I ain't never seen the good fruit turn the bad fruit good. I always see the bad fruit turn the good fruit bad. I ain't never seen it. So if you hanging around these people, I don't care who they are. And I'm going to put the emphasis on that. I don't care who they are. You better disconnect from them, or you're going to start to be rotten. You're going to be morally compromised, morally seduced, and morally destroyed. Micah 3. Let's go to Micah, the third group. And we're going to read verses 9 through 12.
And really, if y'all don't catch this is really like, don't not understand for misunderstanding, right? This is for regular lay people, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, leaders, this is really more important for you.
Come on, bro.
Because leaders, me and Tobey were talking about this earlier. Leaders can't act the same way.
Nope.
As everybody else. Even though we all Israel, yes, we all human beings. Ain't nobody big eyes, little U's. Bump all that though when they come to leaders, because leaders, as a leader, you can't act the same way.
Nope.
As regular people.
Come on, bro.
You just can't. Just like Israelites can't act. They supposed to act like the rest of the world, right? So if you are a head, of a household or congregation, you should probably really be paying close attention to this and make sure you're not being morally seduced. Because you got a whole demonstration, at your hands that you got responsibility over.
Yep.
So if you going off, if you being morally seduced, what you think your congregation? See, that's what happened with us. The priests and the leaders was being morally seduced.
Yep.
That's why we over here right now today.
That's it.
Bottom line.
Point blank period. If you allow yourself to be physically, emotionally, morally, and spiritually seduced, bro, you don't have. We say it all. You don't have the leeway everybody else got.
Nope, not leaders. You don't, man.
You ain't gonna be able to get away with what they get away with.
Think about it. Christ couldn't go off and then be like, "Oh, let me repent."
No.
You see what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing, bro. Everybody think they can do something. Oh, well, the Lord gonna forgive me. You ain't God. Saying who? Read it to me. Well, a righteous man falls 7 times and get back up again. Yeah. But how many times did you count David fall before he got his head whacked? How many times did you count Moses fall before he got his head whacked? It wasn't no 7 times.
Come on now. And if you thinking like that going into the sin, you hit already.
You already compromised.
Yeah, you hit already.
You already compromised. You already compromised. You thinking like that, man.
Yep.
We just got through reading by Amaziah. How many times did he fall off? Hey, man. See? Jehu did everything God told him to do. Then he turned around, started worshiping idols. That's the only thing recorded on him. It don't take but one time. When you're in leadership for the Most High, say, okay. Elijah didn't do no whole bunch of wrong, did he, bro? Only thing Elijah did was get scared.
And got smooth replaced.
Got retired. And the joker that came behind him killed up a whole lot of folks, including some children with 2 bears. That was scared to get you. Retired. Micah chapter 3, verse 9, 9 through 12, bro. Go ahead and read.
Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity.
Woo-wee.
They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads therefore judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divide for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us?
Yeah.
None evil can come upon us.
Okay.
Therefore shall Zion, for your sake, be plowed as the field.
Yeah.
And Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
You see that right there?
It's over.
Man, he see everything y'all doing as leaders. He see everything y'all thinking as leaders. He see everything y'all giving into or giving over to as leaders. He see it. And when he know you've been seduced, whether it be for money, love, affection, affinity, allegiance, or alliance, relationship, whatever, he gonna deal with you accordingly. He gonna deal with you accordingly. When you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite and you giving in to vile affections, doing and saying things you know you ain't got no business, he gonna deal with you accordingly. Whatever the case may be. Jeremiah 9, one verse. Jeremiah 9, one verse. We're going to read verse 8. Jeremiah 9, verse 8.
Their tongue is an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, and in heart he layeth his weight. Can I read that? Can I read that 9 though real quick?
Man, read it, bro.
Because you don't think this ain't gonna go unpunished.
Come on, bro.
Shall I not visit them for these things?
Yes, sir.
Saith the Lord. Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
See? You see that? You see that? Their tongue is an arrow shot out. They speak in deceit. They one speaking peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in his heart he laid for blood. Hey man, he see y'all.
Yeah.
He see y'all, man. He see y'all. And you don't know that that's a seducing spirit on you? You don't realize that. And then he said, hey man, shall they go unpunished? Shall I not visit them for these things, said the Most High? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? He coming. The recompense gonna come. 2 Peter, bro. Thank you for that, bro.
Nah, no problem.
2 Peter. Let's go read that 12 through 8. 12 through 19. Then we're gonna skip back up and read that 3.
All right. So we have 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 12.
What did he say?
But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil on the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
See, that's why me and this brother were talking about being ignorant and being angry and brain that not functioning properly. I'm gonna say it that way.
You don't want to say the R word.
Yeah. I say it, but I ain't gonna say it tonight. Your brain ain't functioning properly. And even with your brain not functioning properly, the Most High still say he got something for you. Because something will happen along the way to make you, get you over to this reprobate mind. You see what I'm saying, bro? You done heard the truth so much and you done denied the truth so much that he done gave you over to a reprobate mind. Go read that Zephaniah, the 1. He tell you the 3 types of reprobate. Because everybody think it's just one type of reprobate, Hebrew. But it's 3 types of reprobate. It's 3 types of reprobate. And he tell you all 3 of them. Everybody think a reprobate mind, somebody who knew the Lord and turned away from. No. It's 3 of them. Go read about it. Keep reading.
13. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness as they that counted pleasure to riot in the daytime.
You see that? Go ahead.
Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings, while they feast with you.
You see that these folks at the feet, but they jacked up.
Why?
And they talking cash money stuff up in there. They blending in, they look like, they sound like, they partaking, and they spots and blemishes in the feast, man. Two-faced. Been morally seduced to think they all right. Because their mind been turned around. They've been fed a bunch of lies, and they done ate on them and ate on them and ate on them. See, when you consume toxic food, what does it do to your body?
Well, I done had food poison before. It ain't good.
When you consume toxic things, what do you think it's doing to your mind and your spirit?
Boy.
That's why you say you can't eat off every table, because toxicity. When you consume toxic things, toxic spirits, toxic speech, toxic looking at, see, I started to operate at a lower vibrational frequency when you look and partake in certain things, man. Now you operating on a level in the frequency of Satan or demonic spirit.
I promise.
When you consume this garbage, the toxicity starts to take place. And until you do a cleanse, dare I say a parasitic cleanse, that toxicity is building up. And it's going to overtake you one day. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Having eyes full of the adultery, and they cannot cease from sin.
Mm-hmm.
Beguiled and unstable souls, and heart that have exercised which covetous practices.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozar, who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
Love the wages of unrighteousness.
But was rebuked for his iniquity. And the dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. And
I say, not only talking about the donkey, but his dumb ass.
Yeah.
For not listening. See, when rebuke comes, and you don't like who it's coming from, so you didn't like it coming from the prophet, so then the Lord said, well, I'm gonna let a donkey talk to you. Maybe you'll receive it then. But like I told you before, I don't care how you package it up. I don't care who it coming from. If they don't like it or they don't like you, they ain't gonna receive it. Because their mind been seduced. They can't tell me nothing. This is what y'all see this right here? I'm hoping y'all get something. I pray that you get something. Keep reading, Hebrew.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever.
What good is a well without water, bro?
Nothing.
What good is a well without water? It's good for nothing.
Deep hole.
You look like you're supposed to have some water in you. You look like you're gonna give me some refreshing. You talk the part, you look the part, you got the staff and the fringe and mane, you know a few Hebrew word, brother. Like I say, the sisters got the fringes on, got the skirt all the way down to the ankle and the toes, man. Head wrapped up so pretty with the wrapper. You look like a wellspring of water. But when I get there, ain't nothing in you. When I peel back the layers or when some adversity comes, I see what's in you. Nothing but mud and muck and mire. I see what's in you. Because like I told y'all before so many times, when adversity comes, it's not only going to show you who you are and where you at, it's going to show you who you got around you.
Yep.
You look like a wellspring of water. You look the part, but I can't get nothing. I can't get no refreshing from you. can't get the water, the washing by the water of the word from you. Finish it out, bro.
18.
Mm-hmm.
When they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness.
Mm-hmm.
Those that were clean escape from them who live in error.
Man, you would escape from the world. Now you going back to the things and the ways of the world. It just packed it up in Hebrew, Israelite, Christian sanity.
Basically.
They just repackaged it and fed you some more garbage. It made you feel justified in that which you say and what you do. Skip back up to verse 3. What do it say, bro?
You don't want to do that 19
first? Yeah, do 19, then skip back. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
While they promised while they promised them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage.
Gonna bring him back into bondage.
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
I had to throw that back in there.
I was about to say, I thought we just read it.
Yeah, I had to throw that back in there. Hey, message.
Yeah, I was about to say, but it was perfect right there, though.
All praise. Message. Let's go to Sirach, the 2. My favorite chapter is Sirach. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. I always go to Sirach, man, because hey, that's some thunder right there. Sirach the 2. We're gonna read verses 12 through 18 Hebrew. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so look, hey, I'm gonna read off the screen, so you probably got to scroll up for me because I can't scroll up.
Okay, we're going 12 through 18. Let me get this at the top. So there you go. You just whenever you're ready, go ahead, bro.
Okay. Woe be the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
See, you can't go both ways. Either you're gonna stand in the midst of the fiery furnace and take it, or you gonna go the other way. Man, it's too hot in here. I got to go. See what I'm saying? You can't. He said, man, I ain't got no talk for nobody like that. Go ahead.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
Now, he said, if you faint-hearted, if you give up real easy and real quick, you don't really believe. Now, read that again, D-Ro.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
And when the trouble comes, when your real test and your real trouble comes, he ain't gonna defend you.
Ain't no hedge gonna be around you.
Ain't gonna be no hedge. He said, I'm gonna tear down the hedge and let all the beasts in the field come to the fire. And that can come in many forms, many forms. Keep on reading.
14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
That's right.
They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
Will not disobey his word.
They that love him will keep his ways.
Yes, sir.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law.
Yes, sir.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls.
Prepare their heart for what? If they got the one that loves the Lord, why you got to prepare your heart? Because he said, man that's born of a woman days is few and full of trouble. He said, I done mix in a few good days with a whole lot of bad. He said, in this life, you're going to have some trouble, some disputes, some disagreements, some trials, some tribulations. You better prepare your heart if you fear the Lord. Or you can trust in that which you think you have. You can trust in that which you think you know. And we're going to see where you end up at. Go ahead.
Saying, we fall into the hands of the Lord, not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
So is his mercy. That's right. I'm going to fall into the hands of the Most High. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. Let me get it back in the room. Now we're going to 2 Timothy. No, we're going to Matthew 21. Matthew 21, bro. Matthew the 21. Dude, you crazy, man.
What?
Boy, you crazy. Hey, boy, hey, Tuba been putting in work overtime around this joint. Every time I turn around, Tuba, y'all throwing up a lesson. I'm like, God, no.
Oh,
Let me step my game up.
Spirit on that
I
brother.
think he's going on live after this lesson.
Yeah, spirit on that brother, man.
Man, heavy on it. That man,
Yeah.
that boy, I said, boy. I said, every time I turn around, this joker throwing a lesson. I said, man, the Most High dealing with him, man. All praise. Yeah. Matthew 21, bro, 18 through 20. Yeah.
It's cold right here, boy.
All praise. Yes, sir.
It's it right here.
Yep.
The kingdom is in hand.
Yes, sir.
No, hey, when it's at hand, hey, ain't no repenting, you better have some fruits.
Come on, bro.
Because when it's at hand, ain't no more fruits getting
ain't
grown.
Nothing else being picked off. Ain't nothing else being gathered.
No.
If you look like this, if you look two-faced like that well that didn't have no water, now we want to read about this fig tree that ain't got no fruit.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Now in the morning, as he returned to the city, he hungered.
Mm-hmm.
When he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever. And presently the fig tree withered away.
Yes, sir.
And when the disciples, is that it?
No, read that 20.
Okay, and when the disciples saw it, they marveled, saying, how soon is the fig tree withered away?
He said, man, guess what? How soon did that brother and sister fade to black? I just talked to him yesterday. I just talked to him last week. Now they gone. When Christ come to you and you look to Paul, you've been playing, and he come to you and try to count how many pieces of fruit he can gather off your tree or gather in your basket.
Yeah,
it ain't none to be gathered.
Ain't none to be gathered.
Man,
that's crazy.
About so and so. Now what going on? Man, they passed away, man. Man, I just talked to that brother. I just talked to that sister. When he come to you and you look like you've been playing this whole time.
Just like the Pharisees, boy, I'm telling you, man.
You've been playing this whole time. You've been acting like. You've been seeming like. You've been putting on a good show. And when Christ come to you, you better have something now. You better have something.
He gonna want usury.
Come on now.
I
ain't gonna give you lesson away. I sure want to put it in there.
Hey, man.
I sure want to put it in here. Hey, you'd already told me about it. I said, no, I'm gonna let my little brother take care of his business.
I'm just gonna, we still got about two less before we even get to that. We still got some. Hey, we still got some preparing to do for you. You got some more understanding.
That script. Hey, that script right now. That script is what's going on right now.
I'm trying to tell you it is, man.
That script right there is what's going on right now.
I promise.
And man, look at here. Gonna be a lot of sad singing and flower bringing. When some of these folk alarm get the ring. He gonna be sad. Because you look to Paul. You talk to Paul. You act like you in. But when he come holler at you about that dirt, what are you gonna get? You better have something to give him that. You better have some fruit. You better have some talents. You better have some. 2 Timothy, bro, 3. 2 Timothy 3. And we're going to pick it up at verse 3. Yeah, hey, bro. Hey, when me and you talking about that last week, I said, woo.
Hey, you see the spirit working.
Boy, I said, woo. Boy, the Most High. Hey, and see, that's the thing, bro. He pouring out his spirit in these last days. And guess what? These folks are being overflooded with the spirit of the Most High and still going to come out bone dry. It ain't going to have no effect.
Yep.
It ain't going to have no effect on them. Because they mad, they in their feelings, they emotional, They don't like this person, blah, blah, all the blah, blah, blah. And you're going to miss the boat.
Yep.
Not Ephesians, Timothy. 2 Timothy 3-7, bro. What did it say?
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
You see that they love pleasure more than they love the Most High. They love being comfortable rather than being uncomfortable. A servant of God ain't gonna, if you always living in comfort, I'm just gonna go and tell you, if you ain't never uncomfortable, if you ain't never dealing with stuff, if you always trying to soothe down and ease back and pet and collar and stroke it, you pretty much you ain't no servant of God. I'm just gonna go and tell you. I'm just gonna go and tell you. You can't be.
Can't be.
Can't be. Not according to scripture, you can't be. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. Having a form of godliness.
Having a what?
Having a form of godliness.
Oh, you look. There it is right there. You look good now. You look like a tree got some figs on it. You look like a well that got some water in it. You look like it. But what?
But denying the power thereof. From such, turn away.
Do what?
From such, turn away.
From such, turn away. For such, get away from. Like he said, don't walk in the counsel of ungodly, nor sit in where stand in the path of sin, nor sit in the seat of scorn. From such, turn away from. Get from round them. Go ahead.
For as this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women.
What kind of women?
Silly women.
Silly, gullible, ready to eat off every tree women. Just like our mama Eve was. Go ahead.
Laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
With diverse lust, not even just talking about physical lust, but moral seduction. Emotional seduction. Not just physical seduction, and even spiritual seduction. Diverse lust. Diverse, meaning different kinds, many. Yeah. Not the same, diverse. So, ever learning, read that 7 again.
Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
There it is right there. Ephesians the 4. Flip back. Ephesians the 4. We're going to read 11 through 16. We got a couple more after this, and then we out of here. Ephesians the 4, verse 11 through 16, Hebrew.
All right.
Go ahead. Watch this.
And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers. For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ.
See, there's a hierarchy here.
Yeah.
And see, most men don't have a problem with hierarchies.
Nope.
I said, I'm very clear how I'm saying. I said most men don't.
Yeah, most.
So male figures might have a problem with hierarchy, but most men don't. I'm not going to say women have a problem with hierarchy, but women don't understand patriarchal hierarchies because they're egalitarian in all that they want. It's all about the communal experience and the relationships. But when the men of God came through like Moshe and Samuel, there wasn't a whole lot of talking to be done. Am I right, my brother?
Sure wasn't.
So you got these apostles. Then you got prophets. Then you got evangelists. Then you got pastors and teachers. There is a hierarchy. Men understand hierarchies. Most men do. And they don't have a problem with hierarchies. And this hierarchy was set in place by the Most High. Different varying gifts for different varying reasons. And if things can't be taken care of on one level, it needs to be escalated to the next. Do you get my meaning, my brother?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's how That's how corporate jobs or any type of job work or military work.
Come on, bro.
It's chains of commands.
Right.
And you're not supposed to jump those commands.
And if anything is askew, and it don't never get resolved, the one at the highest part, where whoever that's in that highest seat, he got to take care of the business, no matter who it falls on.
Because it's gonna fall on him. If it don't, it's gonna fall on the one at the top.
See, now, hey, there it is right there. Continue to read, my brother.
Oh man, bro,
Verse 13.
Oh, thanks. Till we come in the unity of faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men.
See, a magician, he's slick with, he got sleight of hand.
Yep.
The magician, he tricky, he fall, that what do you call that 3-card money? They flop them. See, you can't be tossed to and fro with every wind. You can't be morally seduced with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men. Because when you toss to and fro, then you unstable as water. By the sleight, the deception, the seduction of men. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
And cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
They lie in wait to deceive. Go ahead and read.
But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Christ.
Even Christ is the head, but go ahead and read, bro.
From whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
In love. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, look, man, when the correction and admonishment come, man, just use it to get better.
Yeah.
Just use it to get better. Not bitter.
Yeah.
Next place, James 1. This one hitter quitter, man. James 1. We're going to read verse 8, bro.
All right.
James 1. And we're going to read verse 8. What do it say?
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
You hear that? A double-minded man is in. Read that 7.
Uh-oh.
Read that 7. Then read that 8 again.
All right, my fault. Let me go back.
No, I just added that in there. I just looked down at the scene. Go ahead and read.
For let not the man think he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
See, and when you unstable, man, bro, you toss to and fro. When you two-faced and double-minded and backbiting and talking out of both sides of your mouth.
You know what, bro? I'm sorry. But I'm thinking, let's read the 6.
Let's read the 6 then. All praise.
But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driving with the wind and tossed. For let not the man think he should receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
See that right there? Still talking about that water being tossed to and fro. Still talking about that water being driven by every wind of doctrine. Still talking about that water, man. Let's go to the last plate. The last slide. Moral seduction. Misaligned longings lead to covenant fracture. It's called, in the nutshell, this moral seduction is scientifically or psychologically is called cognitive dissonance. Is the psychological discomfort experience when holding 2 or more conflicting beliefs, values, or attitudes, or when your beliefs contradict your actions. Changing one's beliefs or behaviors to appease them from being wrong at that moment. Man, justifying or rationalizing their mindset. Avoiding or denying that they may avoid or deny information that contradicts their actions or thoughts. Cognitive dissonance stunts or completely deteriorates your growth. You see the man on there, everything around him is dying, but he got a little vine still trying to sprout out. He in disarray. He knows what's right on the inside, but everything out on the outside around him is dying. This is cognitive dissonance. He's just, look at his eyes looking down to the ground. He's sitting there with his hands folded like he don't know what to do. He got a little truth in it. He got a little vine sprouting, but everything around him is fractured.
Yeah, he know what to do, but he indulging in nothing but death all around.
You see what I'm saying, bro? And the sun finna go down on him. And the sun finna go down on him. 1 Kings 18.
Oh, that's they say a picture say 1,000 words, boy.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. When the Most High give me these things, bro, I'm putting this stuff. The picture gonna tell you what's really going. Look at this joker, man, how downhearted he is, and he gray. The sun ain't even shining. The sun going down on him, and he's so dark and black, man. It's to the point where everything around him is dying. Just a little sprout still left. That's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
1 Kings, bro, 18, and read that 21, man.
And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions?
Mm-hmm.
If the Lord be God, follow him.
Mm-hmm.
If Baal, then follow him.
Mm-hmm.
People answered him not a word.
And it's gonna be Negroes and shitgrows on this feed right now, and even in the future, gonna see this lesson. They ain't gonna answer not a word. You know why they ain't gonna answer the word? Just like this joke on this picture, he know he gonna have to change some stuff, and he don't want to. He rather let everything around him die, and even that little sprout that's still in him, he rather let it die than made it be look like he was wrong. He gonna let pride take him away from here. And if God be God, then follow him. But if you want to follow after your pleasure, your desire, your pride, your ego, and your friend, and your husband, your wife, and all that there, then nigga gone.
Have at it.
But don't be trying to look the part and play the part when you know you ain't the part. First Corinthians 10. 1 Corinthians 10. We're going to read that 21 through 22, Hebrew. All right. 1 Corinthians 10, 21 through 22. And when you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
Mm.
Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he?
And how you gonna be in? See, I got a problem with folks being in all these different organizations, man, and still calling themselves Hebrew Israelites.
It's retarded. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm gonna see it. I got a problem with folks being in Masons and all these lodges and all these sororities, fraternities, and still say they're Hebrew Israelites. That's retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain is not functioning properly. It's not. It can't be.
Can't be.
Especially when you know all that the Greeks that took us through.
And I'm about to say,
taking us through.
I'm about to say, bro, don't you in the fraternities, don't you pledge your allegiance?
Yes.
And I'm thinking only my allegiance is pledged to the Messiah.
I don't even pledge my allegiance to the United States.
No. I'm not in allegiance with them.
No.
Only somebody I'm allegiance with is the Godhead.
Come on, bro.
That's it. That's my fraternity.
That's why I said, like, even in the Sunday church, man, these jokes, all these so-called pastors and all these doggone Masonic lodges and stuff.
That's crazy.
Bro, y'all retarded.
That's crazy, man.
You cannot be a true believer, a true server of the God of this Bible and be according or associated with any other organization. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
That's Balaam worship. And if God be God, serve him. If Baal be God, serve Baal. You can't have it. It just ain't no other way. I can't put it. No. You can't serve two masters.
Nah, man.
You want to talk about the most craziest thing ever in the history of man? One of them anyway. Yesterday, everybody said they were celebrating Jesus' birthday, but they ain't following nothing according to the tenets of the Bible.
Nope.
Worldwide deception went on yesterday.
Yep.
Just like it's going on, it's gonna be a worldwide deception by New Year. It's a worldwide deception about them Khazars and Edomites over there in the Holy Land. It's a worldwide deception within Israel to think you can do and say what you want to do and everything's still good. Like he's associated with these different lodges and fraternities and masons and stuff. Y'all think y'all getting away with it, but okay. But okay. Zephaniah 1, we can look at these three reprobates. Let's go look at these three types of reprobates, Hebrew.
Hey, because I told was going to look at it if it wasn't in here. Right up.
Let's go look at these three types of reprobates. Let me get there. Zephaniah 1. Zephaniah 1. Let me get there. I went past. There we go. Zephaniah 1. We're gonna pick it up at the 1, bro.
All right.
And we're gonna read through the 7.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read, bro.
The word of the Lord which came unto Zephaniah, the son of Cushai, the son of Gedaliah, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith the Lord. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks with the wicked, and I will cut off man from off the land, saith the Lord.
Go ahead, brother.
I will also stretch out mine hand upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I will cut off the remnant of Baal from this place.
You see that? Go ahead.
And the name of the cherubims with the priests, and them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops.
All right, number 1.
And them that worship and that swear by the Lord and that swear by Malcham.
There go 2.
And them that are turned back from the Lord, and those that have not sought the Lord, nor required for him.
You see that? You got the ones that worship these idols and these cherubims and then all these statues. Then you got the ones that was doing everything right and turned back from the Lord. Then you got the ones that ain't never served the Lord in spirit and in truth. We read about Amaziah said his heart was not perfect toward the Lord, man. He wasn't really all in. There it is right there. Either you totally worshiping demons and devils, either you started out in this thing and turned back, either you one of them jokers just ain't never really cared to really be all in. You just want to be on the fringe, on the outside, looking in and be, you got some of them jokers just want to be on the team. They don't want to get off the bench. They just glad to be on the team. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I know who I am, but you ain't acting and living like it. I'm a Hebrew Israelite leader and teacher, but you ain't acting like it. You just on the team. You ain't all in. 3 types of reprobate minds. So you can be reprobate, because the reason why you can be reprobate and not ever know or follow the Lord, because he said he done put into every man to know it's something greater than him.
Yep.
He can't judge you in the judgment if you don't know right from wrong. So you still a vessel fitted for destruction. Not my word. We just read. Did you finish it out, bro?
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord God.
Don't even start whining and crying when I come. Don't even start don't start all that. Because I gave you plenty of space to repent, and you repented not. Hold your peace when I come. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is at hand.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests.
And he already got the guest list. Everybody going to be part of that sacrifice. The list has already been written out.
Mm-hmm.
The list is already prepared. I need you to get him, her, her, get her, get him. All up. The guest list is already, he already bid his guest.
And the scripture say the ones that's bidded rejected.
Come on now.
The one that was bidded to come to the feast, the marriage feast.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go get my horse.
Well, now you're going to be part of the feast now then.
Yeah.
You're going to be part of the sacrifice.
Come on.
Romans the 6th, bro. We got one more after this. Come up with all the excuses you want to come up with. Just he gonna tell you, be quiet. Jump on that fire. Romans 6, read 15 through 23, bro.
Yes, sir. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
Know ye not that to whom you yield yourself servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey,
Mm-hmm.
whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness.
That's right.
But God be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, that ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you.
He said, obeyed from the heart. Truly did it out of obedience to God. Not to look a certain way or be perceived in a certain light. Go ahead, brother.
Being then made free from sin, ye become the servants of righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Speak after the manner of men because of the infirmity of your flesh.
Mm-hmm.
For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanliness and to iniquity unto iniquity, even so now yield your members servants to righteousness unto holiness.
That's right.
For when ye were the servants of sin, ye were free from righteousness. What fruit had ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed? For the end of those things is death.
Is death.
But now being made free from sin and become servants to God, ye have your fruit unto holiness, and the end everlasting life.
What 23 say? For
the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the last place. Let's go to the Testament of Abraham. The Testament of Abraham. We go into chapter 11. It's on page 888 in volume 1. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for the people who ain't got it. I got a little delay. Hold on, Hebrew. I got a little delay on my side. All right, now there it is. What do it say, bro?
I'm getting there. You said we doing chapter 11?
Yeah, we're going 1 through 12.
All right, says. Michael turned the chariot and brought Abraham toward the east to the first gate of heaven. Abraham saw two ways.
Two ways.
The first way was straight and narrow.
Matthew the 7th.
And the other broad and spacious.
Matthew the 7th.
And he saw there two gates. One gate was broad, corresponding with the broad way. And one gate was straight, corresponding to the straight way. Outside the two gates of that place, they saw a man seated on a golden throne. And the appearance of that man was terrifying, like the master's. And they saw many souls being driven by angels and being led through the broad gate. And they saw a few other souls, and they were being brought by the angels through the narrow gate. And when the wondrous one who was seated on the throne of gold saw few entering through the straight gate, but many entering through the broad gate, immediately that wondrous man tore the hair of his head and the beard of his cheeks and he threw himself on the ground from his throne, crying and wailing.
You know why he crying and wailing? Because because of him that these people are going through the broad gate and getting tormented.
Wow.
We better find out who it is. Go ahead.
And when he saw many souls entering through the straight gate, then he rose from the earth and sat on his throne, very cheerfully, rejoicing and exalting. Then Abraham asked the commander-in-chief, my Lord commander-in-chief, who is this most wondrous man, who is adorned in such glory? And sometimes he cries and wails, while other times he rejoices and exalts. The imperial one said, this is the first form, Adam, who is in such glory. And he looks at the world, since everyone has come from him. And when he sees many souls entering through the straight gate, then he arises and sits on his throne, rejoicing and exalting cheerfully, because this straight gate is the gate of the righteous.
This is the gate that's leading to Abraham's bosom for the soul, for the holding place of judgment. The other gate is the gate leading to torments for the soul waiting for judgment. And he's throwing himself on the ground and ripping the hair out of his head and the hair out of his beard because it was because of what he did. He said, because you listen to the voice of your wife. This is what's going on. This is why he cried. Now, he really finna hit you with a sledgehammer at the end of this chapter, so you better pay attention. Go ahead.
And those who enter through it come into paradise. And on account of this first formed Adam rejoices, since he sees the souls being saved. When he sees many souls entering through the broad gate, then he pulls the hair of his head and casts himself on the ground, crying and wailing bitterly. For the broad gate is the gate of sinners, which leads to destruction and to eternal punishment. And on account of this first formed Adam, on account of this, the first formed Adam falls from his throne, crying and wailing over the destruction of the sinners. For many are the ones who are destroyed, while few are the ones who are saved. For among the 7,000, there is scarcely to be found what?
Hey, I told you he's gonna hit you with a sledgehammer now.
One saved soul.
Hold
on, let me do that.
Read that again.
For among 7,000,
the number, look, 7, the number of completion and judgment.
There is scarcely to be found one saved soul.
So for every 7,000 people that's been born on the face of this planet, 1 out of 7,000 is gonna get in the gate. And you got time to be playing and work in your feelings. You got time to be playing and trying to appease people. You got time to be playing and trying not to hurt nobody. I ain't got time for it. 1 out of 7,000 gonna get in.
Whoa.
2/3 of Israel going in the lake. You hear me? Ain't got time to be playing. You ain't got time to be playing and trying to appease people. Because if you get seduced, you ready for yourself. You might want to put a bookmark in and go back and read it every now and again. Keep you on the straight and narrow path. That's the lesson. Moral seduction. Huh? That's the lesson right there, bro. Let me stop my screen share and put my glasses on so I can see. Oh. Yeah. Hit him with a sledgehammer. He hit him with a sledgehammer on that last one. Hit him with a sledgehammer, partner. Hey, don't get seduced out here, family. Don't get seduced out here. I don't care who it is. Don't get seduced out here. The world that is now was made for many. You hear me? But the world will come before a few. Huh? Ain't that what he say, bro?
I had to tell somebody that today.
Man, look. Seducing and Manipulative Spirits, Part 3, Moral Seduction, the gradual persuasion to compromise. That's the lesson. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank my bro once again for sitting in and reading. We back to back on that one, bro. I appreciate all praise to the Most High for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know nephew too. We got he been hitting them up like rapid fire, but I know he got one coming up after this. So if y'all one of them late night Hebrews or Shebrews, nephew too, we got some more. He gonna drop on y'all. This Sunday we will have teacher and reading call this Sunday at 6:00. Any of the brothers who can't make it, hit me up early so I can go and start penciling you in on some times that you can't. Since you can't, if you ain't gonna be able to make the call, what I'm saying, trying to say. But yeah, 6:00, 6 p.m. this Sunday. We will have a teaching and reading call this Sunday. We will be online tomorrow. I think Amnon is gonna be doing a lesson, but he will be having fellowship at his house for the lessons for tomorrow. So if you're in the area, just hit the brother up or hit one of the sisters up or one of the brothers up, and go out there and fellowship, man. And get ready for the word of God to be brought forward. So I don't have anything else on the arms deed. I don't know if his eyes is still on. What they got playing in the chat. If they got anything playing for the arms deed in the chat. I don't know if they do. But I don't know if the brother's gonna be out this weekend prophesying on the street corners or what. But I will tell y'all this: those brothers are diligent about the arms deed. They are diligent about getting out in the community and prophesying to the people and everything, sharing the good news of Yeshua Mashiach, locally known as Jesus Christ. They are diligent in that. We had a good feast of dedication brew. My brew and his rib was down here. I appreciate them taking the time out to travel down here to be with us. That was from the Testament of Abraham, sister, in that pseudepigraph of volume 1. It was on page 888. 888. There, brew holding up. That pseudepigraph of volume 1, the Testament of Abraham. And if you don't have that, you can. It's in this one here too. We got the 54 apocrypha. It's got it in there as well. But it's chapter 11. It was chapter 11, sister, on that. All right, bro. You got anything for the people?
Nah, man. Just be diligent.
Yeah.
Just don't be found as no hypocrite, man. Like these Pharisees, man.
Come on, bro.
That's really what it's all about. You know, he don't want us to have the same spirit as the Pharisees. Talking about we believe him, you know, talking about we keep commandments,
mm-hmm.
but ain't no fruits being you know produced.
Right.
Well, let's not, especially we talking about we keeping commandments.
Come on, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And ain't no fruits being produced.
Sad, bro. Sad.
Yep.
Well, bro, if you ain't got nothing else, man, all praise to the Most High. I hope everybody enjoy the rest of their Shabbat. Y'all have a safe and blessed Shabbat. And we're going to holler at y'all on the other side.
Abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. race, tie your shoes up. Kingdom the mission, do the work, don't be a snoozer. You heard me? Yeah. Luke 12 and 49, we spark in the fire. The Ruach had you shining brighter than the stars in the sky. 2020, but can't see cause it's a log in your eye. Don't join this army if your heart is about as small as a fly. Make your call in the election sure cause ain't no switching up. Spiritual bench press, his name is what I'm lifting up. This ain't no easy walk, but I am never giving up. Follow my king till I'm in that bag and they zip it up. Hey.